Okay, everybody. Take two. Um, this always makes me smile that I still have two pumpkins in the house that are almost ready to carve up and put in the freezer. We're in, December 5th tomorrow. And I have two really nice pumpkins. I just think that's very, 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 very cool. Just wanted to go over a couple things. Earlier, I was doing a live with my caprese salad. Hey, Natty. And the video was running the whole time. I was talking to the camera. I did the reveal. I did the taste test, everything. Came out looking so good. It said 15 minutes and something, and then I ended it. And then it cut out over 7 minutes. So when I went back to make it public after the live, like minutes after, it said done upload. It was done uploading already. And like that doesn't sound right. Videos don't upload that fast on YouTube. And then it showed 7 minutes, 50 seconds or something, whatever it was. And I was like, that's weird. So I just quick scrolled to the end because I'm like, I know I was on for 15 minutes because I looked at the camera as you're doing the live, like right now it says a minute 58, 59, so on and so forth. And it showed 15 minutes and something. And then when it showed 7, I'm like, that something's not right. Then when I scrolled to the end and saw it never even continued on. So I don't know what happened. I was literally talking, I'm looking right at the camera like I am now. I'm looking at the timestamp. And I'm thinking I'm live, I'm videoing. It didn't give me any glitches or nothing. So I don't know. It's not a big deal. I mean, I don't care. But I got bigger things in my life to worry about than that. But I decided tomorrow, since I still have all the components for the salad, oh, maybe, and that is so weird because I was right next to my router. I have to call my internet company because a lot of people in my area have been calling them. They claim they've got all this new equipment. They're installing it soon. Hey, Mark, how you doing? And it's going to improve things and everything. It's always been great. And then all of a sudden, the last 6 months, it seems I get the that arrow that circles around a lot. Yep, I know you are, Mark. Yep, great to see you. So anyways, tomorrow at some point, I think it's at noon or 11, I'm going to set it up. I'm going to do the second part. So what I'll do is I'm going to spare you the first part. I'm just going to pick where I left off. I'll have all the components ready. And then, oh, hey, Rosanna. And then what we'll do is I'm going to go through and I'll just show you the finished product. But what I was saying towards the end of the video was what's always great. I'm doing well, Rosanna. How are you? Hey, Jane. What was so cool about, no, Rosanna, I just started. I was saying that I just picked the lettuce from this room here. It's just opposite of the camera. Actually, no, I can't show you because the camera's turned the wrong way. But 5 feet from me is my lettuce. And so I had my fresh lettuce from my garden. I had fresh tomatoes from my son's garden, onions from my windowsill, parsley from my herb garden in my laundry room. So I had all of these components to make this salad. And then I put it all together with I took some block mozzarella cheese and cut it up. And it tasted great. It was delicious. I had that crusty Italian bread that I cut in pieces. And then I made that olive oil with the Italian dressing to dip the bread in like they do at the restaurants. It was a really good lunch. It was probably the healthiest lunch I've had in a while. I was tired. I was up a lot last night with my grandson, so I was really tired this afternoon and didn't have any coffee yet. I ate that, and so I just didn't feel like doing a big meal or anything like that. But I had this healthy lunch, this salad from my own garden, my son's garden. But I made sure tonight that I evened it out. Tonight, I had a Big Mac. So, healthy lunch, not so healthy dinner. But that was okay. I've been craving a Big Mac for a couple of days. Just haven't had a chance to get there. It's been hectic. But I don't care that it's probably not real beef, but it tasted so good. And just comfort food, just eating a Big Mac, you know, brings back memories. So I wanted to be on for a few minutes. I'm at 6:17 now. Oh, it was, Grandma Teresa, it was delicious. Your fried rice, your shrimp fried rice looked good. I watched that earlier. I know, Natty, but you know what? It's been crazy here. My grandson, he was up most of the night, and it was awful. I think he was in pain and just dealing with that. I just did not feel like cooking dinner. I had reached my limit. I'm like, you know what? I need something that I can just put down in my stomach and just enjoy. I don't care if it's fake. So I wanted to see, I'm at 7, it quit at like 7 minutes and 50 seconds. I did not. I just got the Big Mac because I didn't want anything else with it, because I've been trying to eat right more, and I didn't get fries, I didn't get soda, nothing with it. I just had a water with a Big Mac. That's all I had, and it was fine. It was delicious. So I wanted to make sure that I didn't have some kind of internal glitch with YouTube. So I wanted to get past the 7 minute 50 minute mark. But tomorrow I will do the ending. I'll do the second component to the first video today that will show me making my Oklahoma caprese salad. It's not authentic. It's not at all what you would get if you went to Italy. Okay, it's my version of it with what I had from my garden. So it's my house, my rules is what I say. But okay, I am past 8 minutes and it's still going. So it must have been Grandma Teresa. It must have been an internet thing on my end. Then it probably wasn't YouTube. It's just weird that I could still see me moving, talking. I could see the timer going. So how is everybody else today? I got notified today I have something coming to the mailbox, my P.O. box. So I don't know if somebody sent me something. I guess I can get rid of my pen. I don't have to have it behind my ear. Trying to act all like a carpenter or something. But I was just saying when I started, how cool is that it is going on December 5th and I still have, and you can smell this now, it's starting to really ripen. Oh, you sent a card, cool, okay. That must be what it is then. Because I set up the automatic notification on my USPS account, so it tells me when something's en route. Sometimes it'll actually show me the actual letter or package, and it'll show who it's from. This one was just says you have something coming. I was hoping it was like I won the lottery or something. I just didn't, I didn't play it, but I'm so lucky that I just won the lottery out of the blue. I decided what I was going to do in the next few, I'm doing Tuesday. I said I was gonna do Tuesdays. I'm gonna do Tuesday. So Tuesday's about 1-ish. I don't think that bumps into anybody else as far as lives. In my YouTubeverse, in my little realm here. But I have it at 1 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time on Tuesdays is what I'm going to do regularly. So I'm going to put them in there so they think they show up. I think they show up when you look at somebody's page. I don't know. And then I'll have other ones throughout the day. I do have a couple lives we're working on, some collaborations. I got 2 collaborations we're working on. We're working out the details for the timing. So we're going to be doing those. That's going to be fun. Those will be different days. I've wanted to do a live, but the last 4 days here in southern Oklahoma, it's been raining or cloudy. We had sleet this morning. I was sitting there, my grandson finally fell asleep about 5 a.m. and I was sitting there in the chair next to him, and they have the carport behind the house there, and I all of a sudden heard the ticking of the sleet on the metal. So I looked out, and sure enough, it was sleeting. It was about 34 air temperature, but you know, up in the atmosphere, it's a little colder. So, hey, Missy, Cooking on a Budget, how you doing? I saw your haul today. There was some really good prices in your haul. You mentioned you did, I think you got 6 peppers for like $2.96 or something like that. That's what 3 peppers were here the other day. It's a bag of 3, and they were $2 or $3 for 3. So I think that's a pretty good deal. And I think Grandma Teresa got her shrimp on that sale at Kroger, and she did that shrimp fried rice recipe. So if you guys all get a chance, go check those out. Fried rice is awesome. Fried rice is really, really good. Yeah, the prices, I don't know what it is in everybody else's region, but our prices have been, I'll say it, it's outstanding right now. Chicken right now, I'm getting chicken breast, chicken thigh, boneless, skinless, or bone-in, whatever. I get it for anywhere from $1.29 a pound to $1.97 a pound. And that's down from when it was $4.50 a pound 6-8 months ago. So happy about that. Our gas is way down. Paid $1.95 up in Oklahoma City. $1.95, that's no card, that's no points. That was flat out, put your card in, $1.95. Yeah, Natty, I had for Canada. The meat prices are just, I mean, some of them are ridiculous down here. But I like doing briskets, but briskets just a while ago, last year were $110 for a brisket. Now briskets are really good when you cook them 16, 17 hours low and slow. I do them usually every summer, I do 1 or 2. But it is highway robbery, in my opinion, to take the muscle, the shoulder and the side there of the cow. That is, you can't, if you took, you've tried it before, cut a piece of brisket and just cook it in the pan for 15 minutes to medium or whatever you want to do it. It's unchewable, it's like rubber. Brisket takes a long time. It's one of the, it's not a good cut of meat as far as like steak. It's delicious when you smoke it or you cook it low and slow. It is delicious, but they have, to me, they have a lot of gall to charge $120 for a chunk of meat that then I have to cook for 16 hours to make it even palatable. I mean, so I stopped buying brisket, and now our brisket the other day I saw they had a full, it was the whole thing. It was the flat and the point, and I believe it was $46 or $47, which is crazy good. I didn't get one because I haven't even turned my smoker on this year, so I'm not even sure I have any issues with it. So I didn't want to buy a brisket and then not have a smoker sitting here that wasn't working. And it'll be that price next week. But yeah, Canada is getting hammered right now as far as meat prices. I mean, coffee prices. Natty shows us that all the time. Do a brisket handoff. That's awesome. If nobody follows Jane, go follow JC_Calamity_Jane. She does a bunch of stuff. She talks about her health. She talks about her chickens. That's how I when we ran across each other, however it happened. I don't even remember but it was the chickens, because my daughter just got chickens about 6, 8 months ago. And my son's talking about getting them here. It's miles away from me. So I started looking up chicken people. And that's crazy. See, that's just crazy. Okay, it was Tuber Chat. And I saw that you do chickens, and it just intrigued me. And then she's got the attitude. I don't mean attitude like bad attitude. I mean, she's got the personality, I should say. Let me rephrase. Let me rewind. She has this personality. That was my rewind, by the way, if you didn't catch that. And she's got gardening. I'm sorry. She does do gardening. So she does gardening and chickens. And that intrigued me because I've learned a lot, and I've passed some of that information on to my daughter because she's talked about the health of chickens, some of their health conditions. You know, my daughter is kind of a newbie at it, and she just had 3 hatch 3-4 weeks ago. So she's excited about that. So she's got 16 now. So we, whenever we see her, she's a few hours away. About once a month we get together, and then she always has a bunch of eggs for us to bring home, which is awesome because if you've never had farm fresh chicken eggs, yeah, they do. They multiply quick, Jane. If you, just everything about a chicken egg that is a farm chicken that's free range or whatever, the shells, I'll tell you what, you got to be careful. Once you get used to cracking shells from your homegrown chickens, hey Grizzly, I can't tell you how many eggs, store-bought eggs, I've smashed on the counter now because they're thinner. They don't give them the calcium or whatever they don't give them for the shell production. So I'm used to my daughters now. You got to whack them pretty good to crack them open, to scramble them. So a couple times in the last couple weeks, I was doing something and I didn't want to use my daughter's eggs because those are special for us to eat. I was using something, yeah, they're very brittle. And I did the same. I was used to hitting them pretty hard, and I just smashed it all over the counter. Week later, I did the same thing because like I said, I mix and match. I use her eggs for our intake, and then I keep some other eggs for like cooking and stuff, for cakes or whatever. So I do that. But chicken eggs, farm fresh, free range chicken eggs versus, you know, farm grown where they're in cages and just fed whatever till they get, you know, made into chicken, chicken breasts and chicken thighs and chicken wings. The eggs are so much different. I'm telling you, the color, yes, Natty, the color, that's the first thing. When I was cooking them one day, I broke them open and I'm just like, it looked like gold. I mean, it was like liquid gold. You know, a lot of eggs you get that are store-bought, they have a lot of the egg white. And so you mix them up and you still don't get them all yellow a lot of times. You'll still get the areas of white egg, even if you don't do an egg white, you do the whole yolk or the whole egg. But I've had a couple double yolks, but the taste, everything about them is just completely different. Right. And they're just so good. So if you have a chance to buy, I know during the last year and into early year this year when prices were so high, we have a couple of people around here that do chickens, and they were actually selling, and they couldn't keep them in. They would put it on our Facebook marketplace in our area. We're gonna be here. They're $3 a dozen or $4 a dozen when they were $6 a dozen last year. They would literally post it. An hour later, they'd be like, okay, we have no more eggs, don't show up, we're going home. They'd have so many dozens and they would sell them every day like that. I mean, number one, the price was better. Number two, they just taste better, and I'm sure they're better for you, but anyways, hopefully, let's see, tomorrow's Friday, and 5th, So 21 days. In 20 days, it's Christmas Eve. Where did this year go? Somebody explain that to me. Somebody make it make sense, because I can't make it make sense. Every morning you get up, you do your routine, it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And then you're at the end of the week. And it's like, where did Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday go? Tomorrow's Friday. I'm assuming everybody's just kind of awaiting the big day for Christmas and kind of just getting their house ready. I know Terry McPherson from Frugal Homestead, and I know Natty. I think Natty's done some. I know Misty's done some. Shannon's done some. Are doing their Vlogmas. I don't even know. Is it Vlogmas? I don't know. But they're doing their daily thing for Christmas. And they're all doing their... We're not doing any this year just because, you know, we're just... Now you're just baking. Natty's way ahead. Yeah, Natty's way ahead of everybody, I guess. We have all the decorations. Just the last couple of years, we just haven't been in the mood. And this year, we knew we weren't going to be doing anything because my grandson will be kind of healing and laid up till past Christmas. So we're not going to be traveling and running around. So we're just not doing it. It's just kind of a moot point. It's kind of like a cow's opinion. You know, a cow's opinion is moo. If you get the show, what show is that from? The point is moo. It's like a cow's opinion. Grandma Teresa put a tree up. Does anybody remember that quote? There's a trivia question for you. It was on a sitcom, a well-known sitcom. And somebody said it's a moot point. And he goes, no, it's moo. It's a cow's opinion. You know, it's, if the cow gives an opinion, it's moo, which means, you know, it doesn't matter. What show was that from? Bonus points. Yeah, I know. You've been going to town. We have a small 4-foot tree. We had a 7-foot tree that's all lit up. No clue. Okay, Natty. Natty gets an X. Hashtag loser. We have a 7-foot tree, but it was funny. We haven't put it up in years. And the other day, my wife said to me, "What are we doing with that tree?" Big X. Yep. I said, "I don't know. It's in the shed, just taken up. We haven't put it up in years." Serene, I'll check it out. Nobody knows that show? The point is moo. It's like a cow's opinion. It doesn't matter. Oh my goodness, I can't believe this. I have all of these intelligent, genius type people in here and they don't know the quote from the TV show. You guys are letting me down. Okies displeased right now. It's from the show Friends. Remember Friends? It was Joey. I know you're not that old. It was Joey from Friends. Look that up sometime. If you want to see a funny scene, look up Joey, Friends, Moo Point, M-O-O point, not moot, M-O-O, Moo Point. It's one of the best scenes, I think, ever in TV. It's hilarious. But anyways, getting back to the tree, we had a 7-foot tree. It's one of those that have all the lights on them. They all work, everything works about it. It's a beautiful tree. We've had it for years. We just haven't put it up in the last couple of years because we just don't all get together anymore at the same time, so. Yep, I watched Seinfeld, but look it up, Moo Point Joey. It'll come up instantly. So my wife came home the other day, she goes, "Hey, what are we doing with that 7-foot tree?" And I'm like, "Nothing." I said, we're never gonna use it again. She goes, "Well, at school, they have one of their clubs for girls. It's club for some, the girls and stuff have this whatever after school club. They wanted a tree. So she said, can we just give it to them? I said, yes, please. That'll open up room in the shed for me, because that means I can store more crap. You know, you get rid of a bunch of crap from your shed, because now I can go out on Facebook Marketplace, find more crap I'm never going to use, and I can shove it up in that spot where I just remove crap from. So, yep, that's right. Does anybody do a live tree anymore? Anybody here, does anybody do a live tree anymore? Well, not live, you cut it down and bring it in. But does anybody do a real tree, I should say? An authentic real tree anymore? Oh, you do, Jane, okay. So, from my younger days, my wife and I were married, we had our 2 kids, we were in our 30s. Oh, cool. Hey, Okie grower. So this is years ago. My mother and father-in-law in upstate New York have 160 acres of woods. And so we could go pick any tree we wanted. So we'd get the chainsaw, well, we'd walk out. Well, we had some snowstorms. It was about 3 weeks before Christmas. We wanted a tree. We wanted a real tree. So I got the chainsaw. We, cheers, that's right. We got the chainsaw. Well, part of a big portion of one section of my father-in-law's property is swamp, but I didn't know where I was. Yes, right, it was pretty much that. So we get up there, my wife and I, our kids, we walk up into the woods. There you go. There you go, that would be cool. Local tree farmer. So we went up to the woods, we hiked back into the woods, and then they're standing there off in the corner while I'm gonna down this, you know, nice Christmas tree, and then just drag it out to the truck. I'm standing there, I'm starting the engine, and I didn't realize I was in the swampy section, and it was like 6-8 inches of snow. I had no idea I was standing on ice. So as I start the chainsaw, I cut the tree drops, shut it off, go to grab the branch. As soon as I pick up the weight of the tree, I hear cracking, and I only had my sneakers or tennis shoes on. I didn't wear boots. That was my fault. And I went down in about 1.5 feet of swamp water. I broke through the ice, and all that water, freezing cold water rushed in. And all I said was, no more life, no more trees. We're gonna get a fake tree next year. We're getting a fake tree. I'm not hiking in the woods anymore. I'm not breaking through ice anymore. I'm done. I'm gonna go to a store, I'm gonna buy it, and then put it in the basement or the attic for the following year, where I know it's dry and warm. So that's where my real tree days ended. And they were selling them down the road, but they wanted a lot of money for a live tree. I mean, it was crazy what they asked for. And they get it. These tree farmers, they'll go in there with, 300-400 trees, and they'll sell out at $50 a tree or more. So, but anyways. Well, it's been about a half hour, so I feel more comfortable now. I thought it was something to do with YouTube that I got shut out at 7 minutes. So tomorrow, between 11 and 12 Central Standard Time, I'm going to do my second portion. It's only going to be about 10 minutes of the live of putting together the caprese salad, the Oklahoma style salad. And then I'll do a taste test, and we can just talk for a few minutes, and then that'll complete the part 1 and part 2 where it got shut off. I felt so bad afterwards because I thought it was something I did. And I feel bad. I get feeling bad about stuff like that because, most of us do, you're trying to offer a product to somebody and you basically let them down. You feel like you let people down. I know I didn't. It wasn't my fault. Internet, whatever happened, no big deal. Tomorrow's a new day. Tomorrow's Friday. Everybody have a good night. everybody continue to support each other. I continue to support people. I hope everybody continues to support me, which you do. I know you do. My hours are moving up. I'm over 900 subscribers. Why, I don't know. I'm just a loser from Oklahoma, you know, by way of New York. So anyways, you guys all have a great night. See you in the next one. Hopefully see you tomorrow. Hopefully Saturday or Sunday. If it's sunny, I can do a live sunrise. Thanks again for everybody supporting me, and I really appreciate it. And just please keep praying for my grandson. He's having some struggles. We had a couple tough nights, so any prayers, thoughts, whatever would be much appreciated. And you guys all have a great evening, and I'll see you in the next one. And tomorrow's Friday. We're hitting the weekend hard. Let's do this. That's a command.